Good evening and welcome to Lovington Wildcat Soccer from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, the Z94 KZOR Facebook page, and on HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Dawn Morgan, Abigail Schaus in the booth tonight, running the camera and shadowing, and thanks for being with us as the Cats look to get back to 500 this season. Under head coach Luisa Seves, they are 5-6 on the young season. Still gearing up for district. They have improved to number 11 in the Max Preps matrix in the Land of Enchantment in Class 4A. Now on the other side of the pitch from them tonight will be the 8-4 Roswell High Coyotes under head coach Nick Biggs. And at 8-4, you'd think they'd be getting a little more love than they are, but right now Max Preps has them as the number 14 team in Class 5A. So Lovington last 4 games has gone on a bit of a run as they have won 3 of their last 4, including the one we did here a week ago where they beat Carlsbad 4-1. They traveled to Santa Teresa, lost a tough one there 4-3, and then absolutely blew out Chaparral on Saturday 7-0. So on the other end of things, and it's 2-2 their last 4 games for Roswell High as they defeated Nimmi 2-1, then lost to Centennial, one of the top teams, and a lot of people I think are penciling Centennial and Hobbs to possibly be a 5A final. Lost to Centennial 1-0, then they beat Mayfield 2-1 in 2 overtimes, and then lost to Centennial 4-3. That one also in 2 overtimes. So looks like a fairly tough Roswell High team, Dawn. As I was looking over their schedule and the way they do it so far, it looks like they've probably beat the teams they were supposed to and lost to the others.
Yeah, it shows a lot, I think, coming off of the last 2 matches when they took them into double overtime, both of those against Mayfield and then Centennial. And, of course, they are a division ahead, a classification ahead of Lovington. So Lovington comes into this one really on paper not expected to beat Roswell just because they are a division or a classification lower. But they want to prove. They have something to prove. And after having beaten Carlsbad, I think that Lovington probably has a lot of confidence coming in and thinking that it would be a big confidence booster, but it also would send a message if they were able to beat Roswell here tonight.
Well, I think you are absolutely right on that. Of course, the Wildcats are led by Dylan Gallegos, 17 goals on the season, averaging just a skosh under 2 goals a game. He has been the biggest part of the offense. Alejandro Mendoza chipping in a goal and a half a game. So very important that they get those guys going. In that match that we watched against Carlsbad, what really broke that game open 4-1 was Lovington got their attack going, especially on the wings. They managed to, especially when Carlsbad started pressing a little bit, they sucked the defenders in, and Lovington was able to get out on the wings and have some 2-on-3, some 4-on-3 breaks that gave them a lot of looks at the net.
Plus, Lovington was able to really control the pace of that game. They were able to possess the ball more time, in really more total time than Carlsbad was. And they were able to take, a lot of shots on goal and were able to get more of those passed. So it wasn't an easy win necessarily, but they also didn't really have to struggle. They were ahead the whole match against Carlsbad. So again, coming up against a 5A team like that, even though Roswell's, far different, they're ranked a little higher, then I think that Lovington's got to be coming into this one feeling pretty good, especially since Lovington is coming off of that big win over Chaparral. That was a 2-match sweep. They went down to El Paso and they played on Friday night and lost that one, but then they beat Chaparral the next afternoon. So they were 1-1 for that road trip, setting them up for this Tuesday night match here against Roswell.
Well, certainly right, as the beautiful evening for soccer, for football, if you will, here in southeast New Mexico. As when we get to kickoff time, we're going to be looking about 86 degrees and just a few clouds off to the far east of us. At a beautiful evening. It was senior night here at Wildcat Stadium for the Lovington soccer squad as they recognized Ray Salcido, Eduardo Sigala, Alejandro Preciado, Israel Barunda, Michael Nava, Adrian Ochoa, also Uriel Sanchez and Gael Madrid, all the seniors on this squad, and also their manager.
Roswell's goalkeeper, Adrian Villa, is averaging 6.5 saves per match. He's got a total of 78 saves, and he's got 2 shutouts to his credit. So I don't know whether this signals that Roswell comes up against teams that are taking a lot more shots on goal than Lovington, is normally taking, or, getting against their goalkeeper, or whether this just is Adrian Villa is just one of the more capable goalkeepers, in 5A. We'll have to see.
We will. Noticing him warm up down there, and I'm assuming that it is going to be Villa who's going to be starting in the cage for him. He is incredibly strong in the middle of the net, and he's incredibly strong going to his right. He's maybe not quite as strong and not quite as confident coming to his left. So if you can maybe look into going left on him, that might be the way to sneak some past and into the cage. Not sure who the Lovington starter will be tonight in goal, as Hayden Alexander and Ivan Herrera, of course, the 2 main keepers, as Alexander's been out injured, but he is up and he was warming up in goal along with Herrera, so we'll have to see who Coach Aceves goes with tonight for that one.
Yeah, Hayden and Ivan